Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hidden Secrets SMP. And in today's episode, what I would like to do is actually spend a little bit of time working on a little bit of a community build. It's raining at the moment, and actually at the moment Jog and Moonsquig are on, but I don't know what they're doing. They have not said hello to me since I got back from eating lunch, so I assume that they're probably AFK or whatever, or off doing their own thing, or recording, or, you know, something along those lines. So what I actually want to do today is, pretty soon we're going to be going on a group nether raid, and really we all need supplies to really be able to go and have a good time and not struggle over and over again. So what I would like to do is kind of set up a bit of a community branch mine. We have this cave here, which is kind of the ideal shape for what I want to go for. I kind of want to create like a mine entrance and then set up a area for furnaces and a crafting table, storage. We can get some mine carts involved, build a staircase down, that type of thing. And I've got a bunch of supplies already prepared to help me do that. So I'm just going to check my game sound. It seems a little bit on the quiet side. That's skin. I guess everything's fine. I'm still struggling a little bit with this cold that I've had, so do bear with me a little bit. It's probably because of that. So we've got some spruce available to us, cobble, we've got some stone bricks, ooh, a thunderstorm. Iron we're going to need for rails later. I have some gravel prepared more than anything for the path, so I'm going to leave that behind for now. So, basically, I've always liked these. I don't really want it there, though, I don't think. I have an axe, so we're okay. I kind of want to integrate it into the roof there. So something like this might be kind of cool. Bring it down like that. And that there, I'm going to fill that in. And where could we put the other post? Maybe right over here? Like that. Seems good to me. And obviously you can kind of see how it's sort of partially integrated. We could connect it across. Could possibly do it there too. Yeah, I like that. I like how that's kind of integrated. So I'm going to get this crafting table down. I want to make myself a bunch of spruce planks. And, oh, how do you make fences again? I always get the fences and the actual gates mixed up. Okay, there we go. Make us some fences. Kind of do something like that, like a lattice effect in places. Not everywhere, but in some places. And this, I'm probably going to come back through here with smooth stone at some point. I just want to kind of fill it in for the moment. There we go. Yeah, something like that. Now we don't want it to be a complete lattice. I kind of want to have like a, almost like a rundown mine. Whoa. Okay. So if we get some torches up for now, we kind of have a nice flat area here to begin. So I'm going to move this. I'm not sure where I want to put it for good and final yet. So let's kind of carve a little bit of this out. And maybe, could go one further back. Got to be careful that I try to make it still look reasonable without gouging too much of it out. I'm thinking I want to put a furnace area in here, so how would I want to do that? No, I wouldn't want to do that. Let's actually make some furnaces really quick. So we've got the 4 furnaces there. Not sure. But if I moved it like that. Kind of want some stone brick going on, if I can. So obviously I want to move this torch out of the way, and this is why I've got fences pre-made, so that I can kind of do, well, I guess not there, but I kind of want to do this thing. I've seen it used a couple of times in designs where people do like this with their torches. I don't want any torches on the floor because it doesn't make any sense if we're going to try and make this look somewhat realistic. This is not a complete realism build, so it's not going to be totally like that, but I would like it to sort of look somewhat like that. So this is probably where we'll put our actual staircase, right in there. So we'll do that. And you get all these torches off the floor. Probably going to need to make a few more fence posts. And now what I'd like to do is actually kind of sort of knock out some of the floor here in places to put in some stone bricks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to further mix it up by adding some cracked stone bricks. Do I have any coal on me? No. But there's some in my house, so I can do that fairly easily. So I kind of want to do that. I like that. So I'm going to run and grab some coal. Oh, he's obviously been out exploring. Yeah, I don't have anything in here, do I? Not really. Poison, oh. Knockback is probably not ideal for fighting these things. But oh gosh, witches, they're evil. So we've got a stone brick. We'll get some of that smelted up in there. So that'll be cooking up. We've got to be careful I don't die here. I'm really low. So yeah, we can make cracked this way. I can make the mossy with some vines, and I do have some shears available in the... Get out of here. In this here. There they are. I think he's getting some food together over there. So we get some nice cracked here. We can make a couple mossy with some vines. Oops. So we don't need too many vines for this. I'm probably just going to grab 8. There we go. I don't have that much in the way of supplies, so... that's cooking up just fine. We've got plenty of these now as well. I'm probably going to want to save this iron pickaxe and repair it at some point. Took some fall damage weirdly there. So basically I'm just going to go back through here and kind of replace some of these with the different ones and kind of cluster them together a little bit. So maybe right here we could replace these, kind of go for a cracked styled floor there, maybe one here. I'll get the regular ones out as well, don't need my bow for this. Could have a little patch of mossy there. Don't want to go overkill with it though. Want to try and keep it simple if we can. So we've got a little furnace area set up. I don't like where this workbench is right now, so I'm going to move it. I also have more wood here. And if we're going to build our staircase there, we kind of want like a minecart bay. Probably going to want to make that sort of wooden to a degree. And maybe we might have like a support beam coming up the side. A little bit like that. I can make myself some more spruce fences. For now I'm just going to throw this workbench outside so that I can keep it in a place where I can work with it. And I'll have to keep tearing it up, but it's not going to stay there. That's fence gates. Right, so wood on the outside for fences. That's what I've got to remember. Don't need any gates at the moment. So, there we go. Whoops. Excellent. So we've got a little post there. And I could bring something out of the back, possibly. Kind of connect it a little bit like that. break that as well. And we can kind of have a semi-filled in area up there. Probably going to fill in a little bit of that. Because off this way I'm going to have something else. Probably going to have some restrooms over here. Maybe some other things. I already kind of had a bit of a design planned out in a creative world, so I'm not completely blind about this. I could move that. I'm probably making all sorts of weird sounds. It's because I'm not feeling very well. So I apologize for the weird sounds. There we go. Right, so now I do have a few cobble slabs, so I'm going to throw those in. Some here too. So this is where our minecart related stuff is going to go. And then we're probably going to start our staircase down here in a moment when I've made some more tools. In terms of fences, how are we looking here? Possibly put a torch there. Got a nice bit of that there. We could do a little bit of a lattice maybe right here. Kind of block that off but keep it open at the same time so it looks kind of dangerous like that. I don't really think anything needs to go there particularly, although it might look kind of cool. I don't want to overdo the lattice either, so it's all about finding a good balance here, I think. Right, wood on the outside. And now let's finish this. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. It's not too much. I kind of thought it might be. So we've got our furnaces. It's pretty dim here though, so maybe a good idea might be to like throw a torch in there, and I could either put a fence in, or I could do an iron bar maybe. I possibly might even have some glowstone back there when we've been to the nether, kind of finish things up a little bit more. What are light levels at here? We've got some 8. Yeah, it's still a little bit on the dark side. And obviously that's kind of in the way there. But that not so much. Sorry, just paused to sneeze. Oh boy, the things I do. And I try and keep on top of everything here. Do I want some lattice out front? I don't think so. But what I would like is some signs. So before I do that, I'm going to need some more wood for sure. Get some signs whipped up. Oops. The branch mine. I kind of want to sort of encase this somewhat. But it probably should go back. And kind of have a cross beam. And then that there maybe. So we've still got room here for the stairs, which is really important. And then this one here is probably going to be a spruce stair, and that will be our way down via stairs. I'm going to have to run and grab my iron really quick here shortly to make a bunch of rails. Boo. Oh, I guess he's found Moon Squig. So let's move this. Oh, my pick's about done. So I'm going to switch you for that pick. And we'll break this. Obviously now this beam is going to have to go down a block lower. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I think it might be kind of nice to integrate a little bit of cobble here and there as well. I don't really have a silk touch. I mean, I have a gold silk touch, but that could only really mine be coal, and I don't know if that's totally worth it. for what we're doing right now. So just want to add a few patches of cobble here and there. I may add some moss stone as well in places, the mossy cobblestone. Kind of seal that in. Fill that in for now. Probably actually do that. And also I'll probably want to set up some mining equipment and such down here. So let me run and grab some rails and then we will be back. Just made 2 stacks, that should be enough for now, I would think. I'd be surprised if it isn't, because we're only just getting started here. So what I would like to do, kind of do something like that. I also want that torch off the floor. I do have... That's probably going to get in the way of the rail, so I'm going to put that a little bit higher. I mean, I know it wouldn't block a minecart, but I don't want it to like physically look as if it's getting in the way. So I'll connect that down there, and then we're going to run an extra track around here. Oops. I was hoping it wasn't going to do that. Probably going to have to do this one first. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll kind of have a backrest there, and carts can sit on that as and when we want them to. We'll probably have some power tracks here to kind of seal them in, maybe some detector rails, so that when they go this way, they kind of go into the bay, but they don't leave the bay, if that makes sense. Don't have supplies for that. So as for this over here, this bit, I'm not totally sure how I want to deal with this at the moment. We kind of have a pre-built area here. It might be kind of cool to add. I do want to do some restrooms for sure. Maybe we'll be able to do something else, some other mine style stuff. But I think the important thing for now is actually to work on the staircase a little bit. And that's going to require a lot of monotonous digging. So I'm not sure if I'm going to time-lapse this yet, or I'm just going to cut it outright. But my next objective now is to get down to the lowest levels, specifically Y11, so that I can begin to start the process of actually digging a branch mine. And I'm going to drop off a bunch of this extra stuff that I do not need on me right now, such as the redstone and the bow, the arrows, I guess, signs, and all that business, because we don't need it right now. All I need to do is just get down low. So I'm going to get on with that. Okay guys, so I thought I'd cut you in again here because I've now finished digging the staircase down, and I also did a little bit of enchanting. I enchanted 2 iron picks, and we got Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Silk Touch 1, really nice. Then we got Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, and Fortune 3. This here is single-handedly the most important thing I've gotten so far, because if I want to do any sort of branch mining, I want to have a Fortune 3 pick, and I want to use it on basically everything at the moment that's not coal. Because coal, as much as I like to fortune it, it really chews through Fortune 3 iron picks. So I'm just going to mine that normally with a normal pick. And then anything else though that's like lapis, coal, well, lapis, redstone, diamonds of course, and things like that, I'm going to want to fortune and hopefully get a decent stock of them. Now, as for this, I'm still deciding a little bit about what it is I want to do with everything here at the moment. Now that we've dug that, certainly helps. Just add that there because I thought it needed it. Have a couple of mossy too, so that's the end of that. I don't want to use those 2 picks right now, so I'm just going to whip up another regular iron one for myself. There we go. And yeah, let's do this. Here we go. So we kind of have this area. I'm going to load these up on coal in a minute and get them ready. So now what I need to do is I need to finish laying the tracks. I've still got to do that, which should be, you know, fairly easy to do. It's not anything super difficult. I've got to set up a room down here, and I'm not totally sure how I want to do that yet. A room down here. Oops. Not intentional. Connect that. So that's going to be a challenge. I've got to decide how I want to do it. I do know that I'm going to want an area to store the carts, for sure. Sort of have like a loading bay, if you will. I'm going to throw down some torches along the edge here for now, because I'm going to be taking these up. So I'm going to need a loading bay, I'm going to need a crafting area, probably another furnace area, at the very least. Obviously I probably could find enough iron to put an anvil down there to repair things with the experience you've got. Is there anything else that I would really need down there? I don't think so. So I think we'll be good if we can do that. And obviously I still need to come up with a design for the staircase, and I also need to decide how I'm going to deal with the back of the upstairs. Obviously I want to add a restroom and storage area up there as well, and I'm not totally sure how I want to deal with that yet. I've got to still do a little bit of decision making as far as that is concerned. But we are definitely getting there. I think we made a good start here with what we've got. And I can fill this in now. Yeah, let me use this. And then that. So yeah, I want to kind of go through here and kind of have a storage and restroom area. Not sure totally how I'm going to do that yet, but I know it's going to be fun. Probably as far as storage goes, I'd probably want maybe a sort of storage rack, possibly, where things are kind of just ordered in a list, like cobblestone, the different stone types, coal. Maybe even on this wall right here we could create like a little storage area where all the different resources are collected. So what would we find typically while mining? We would have cobblestone, diorite, granite, and andesite, so that's 4 chests. So then I'd probably want a chest for coal. And then maybe, well, just general ores, I guess, wouldn't it? Ores, so that's what, 5? Smooth stone would be 6 if I wanted to do a smooth stone chest. And then maybe tools, which would be 7, so iron picks, shovels, etc. So that would be 7. How much room have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do 8 quite comfortably. Maybe we'll have some spare storage as well. Just going to fill this in. See what we can come up with here. I actually kind of want to continue the natural cave look a little bit. So do I want to kind of stick out like that? Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we'll go in one, because we kind of have a flat wall to work with there. Said that weirdly. Wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that gives us 7. Do something like that. Obviously, this is going to get carved out some anyway. And if I did something like that, I would still need a wooden beam there. Probably could connect it across the top. Like so. Then I could add some item frames across the top here, and then maybe have some chests on the inside. Might look kind of cool. So obviously I'll be using trap chests as well. And then our restrooms could kind of be in here and then in here right at the end, because I only really need 2. And in there I'm going to put, you know, beds, paintings, just like a general small room, maybe a chest or 2 in there, things like that. And then I think that'll be pretty much this area taken care of. At that point it will just be the actual staircase and the branch mine bit itself to take care of, which is not so bad. Not so bad. This wasn't designed to be a super huge or complex project. This was just designed to be something that people could really use. The idea is it's to be functional as a branch mine, because we don't really have one yet. Everyone's either off mining, doing their own thing, or caving in random places, or some people just haven't been mining at all yet, and aside from our first episode, and I would like them to have some resources as well. So you know, all in due course. So I'm trying to get rid of these torches at the same time, so I don't want them on the ground. But it's all about also trying to make things nice and bright as well. Maybe I'll kind of continue the theme here of the roughed up floor as well. That might look kind of cool. Can do more latticey type stuff like this. Could very easily actually integrate a beam here. Though I'm not totally sure how much I like that. We'll keep it for now. Could obviously knock that out if I wanted to as well. We've kind of got not a lot of light here, so I'm going to do that. I am liking this though a lot. Probably going to do a little bit off camera now, kind of get this set up, and then we'll probably go from there. Okay, so I've been working hard for quite a while now, and I've made some progress. Slow and steady, you know, it's not super quick or anything, but I do think that we are making steady progress. So what I'm doing right now here is I'm just kind of cleaning up the walls here of the staircase, trying to decide on what I like as a design. And I think I've got something that I'm pretty keen on. This is a typical design I've used fairly regularly in my other worlds and series and so on, but with a slight twist. Not designed it exactly this way before. Typically I do the sort of side beams as well, the things that kind of extend across from here, and I don't think I'm going to do that this time. Or if I did, I'd have to make them up like that. Which, I don't know, it kind of makes it a little bit tight in here for room. I could do that upside down stairs, and that is a possibility. I'm not sure if I like that or not though. It is a possibility though, that I could do that. Yeah, just something seems a little off. I think it's this corner here that's kind of jaunting me a little bit. It doesn't seem quite right. But we'll see. These dirt blocks are just markers of where the dark oak beams are going to go. But actually, the more I look at that, the more I like that. Very interesting. But I want to kind of do that all the way down. That's going to be some tedious business, though, to do all of that. I'm probably going to need some better tools, for sure, if I'm going to be able to do that in any reasonable time frame. Or I could ask one of the other guys. I guess they'd be willing to help too. So aside from that, I've kind of moved a bunch of stuff around here. I've got a little pathway now to get in. I haven't done the actual gravel bit yet, where I connect it to this. We haven't done that yet, but that's on my list. That'll probably be one of the next things I do. Then in here I've got coal in the furnaces. I added this little workbench piece. I kind of like it. Finished up the rails as best as I could. Got a minecart chest on here. And then we have the storage. Again, not quite finished. I do need some spruce fences for up here, but pretty good. We've got cobble, the different stone types. I guess I could throw my andesite in the bottom one here now. Dirt, gravel, smooth stone, tools, currently empty, and ores, little empty at the moment. Just iron and coal and so on in there for right now, but that's not too bad. And then what I want to do is kind of off this way, I want to sort of create a corridor and have two little restrooms either side. So all that really is left to do now then is kind of finish up tidying around this general area. Obviously connect it up on the surface with the gravel path, the two restrooms and the staircase. I don't think we're going to do any more though today because we've kind of reached the end of our episode here. And honestly, I'm beginning to run a little low on supplies. I'm kind of thinking I would like less torches than there is in here now. I'd like to incorporate some glowstone. And we're not going to be able to do that until the nether run. So I'm not worried about that too much for now. I think we've made a good start to this project though. I really like it so far. So once I've got some glowstone from the nether run, I'll probably finish it a little bit more. Off camera, I'm probably going to look at definitely connecting this up, because I can do that now. And obviously we've also got to decide what we want to do at the bottom as well. I've not totally decided how I want to play out that with the room at the moment, but I do want to do some branch mining as well, get some supplies together. But obviously I can seal up branches as I go when I come back through to do any work. But I think we made a good solid start. with this. So all I'm going to really focus on is branch mining, doing a little bit of cleanup, connecting the pathway, and then probably, not next episode because that will be our group nether raid, but after that I'll probably look down the course of potentially finishing this. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my house yet. I do have a design prepared for my house, my actual spawn house. I'm not going to stay in that little hut forever, but this to me kind of felt more important to get this set up, because with resources I could definitely make a lot more progress from this on my house, and also I kind of want other people to get supplies together and things like that. For my actual house, I'm actually going to need a lot of snow and cyan stained clay, neither of which I have large access to at the moment, but this should probably help towards both by having better tools to get things done. So I'm really happy with the way that this is going anyway. A little bit of work to be done yet, as I say, but it's definitely getting there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, and I hope to see you next time. So until then, see you later and have a good day.